As you can see, I did indeed get the car running. I'm not gonna lie, man, I bought this car in January of 2022, and ever since then I've been trying to get it started. I've been having all type of issues and problems I've had to deal with and kind of learn and figure out. But as of yesterday, I did indeed get it started. And I figured out that it was the PCM, among other things. I'll kind of walk around the car and kind of show you guys some of the stuff I've had to do, and so and pretty much figure out how to get it started. I'm also going to talk about what I plan to do to this car, just walk around it, kind of show you what's up and what needs to be done to it. But yeah, man, it started and everything looks good. So, man, I'm happy. Man, you got no clue, man. All right, now with that being said, I didn't get this car started on my own. My teachers, my dad, my coworkers, all of them helped out, and give me bits and pieces of information to help me get this thing started. It was a whole process. I had to learn things. I had to stay patient. I had to stay determined to get this thing running, and now it is running. I'll turn it on after the video, just so you guys can see what's up and hear it. But yeah, now I'm just gonna go around the car and kind of show you some couple of things I had to do, check out, go back and recheck, and I'll tell you what's up. All right, so when I first got this car, there was wiring everywhere under the dash. There was some type of anti-theft system running from underneath the dash all the way up to like right here somewhere. I'm not sure which brand it was. I'm not sure if it's still in the car. But yeah, here it is. It was this right here, this anti-theft system. But all the wirings ever since then has been taken out and thrown in that bag over there. That wasn't the issue, however. But from there, I could figure out that, okay, so if that's not the issue, it must be something in the engine. All right. So pretty much, I was going back and forth, checking wiring, checking fuses, checking everything. I even looked at the engine, which I also found out that this engine had low compression on cylinder 3, but I fixed that since then. I went in, changed the piston rings, and now it's running fine. You'll hear it when I start it up. But back to the non-start issue. So what I had a crank no start, and that was because, well, a lot of things really. Mainly, it was because of the harness and the computer. Now with the harness, it's been changed since, but when the harness was first in this car, it was hacked up. It was pretty bad. Some of the connections were just broken to pieces. Some of them weren't even plugged in right. Some of the ground wires weren't even on. It was pretty bad. But somehow the dude before me got it to start by hacking it up some way. Yeah. So I actually found a different harness from another car, same type of car, GS Eclipse, and I was able to get that harness and put it in my car, and that fixed that issue. But it still didn't start. So, at that point I was starting to get frustrated. I started, spend time, spend money, energy. I got sleepless nights trying to think about why this thing wouldn't start. But, I kept at it. My dad helped me out on that, kept me motivated. My coworkers, give me pieces of information. They're helping me out. My teacher, good help. He was, pretty much right there with diagnosing. But after we figured out it wasn't the harness, we looked at the sensors. The sensors were good. We were checking the sensors, checking voltage, all that. Obviously, I had checked all the fuses again. They're good. But ultimately, it came down to me checking the PCM. So what I did was, I figured out which pin to the PCM was supposed to give voltage, ground, and the 5 signal that the car needs to crank. And lo and behold, I figured out that it was the PCM. So what I did was I got another PCM from a different car, also a GS, plugged it in, and then it started right up. And the reason I knew it would start up is, well, because I checked these sensors with the other PCM, and from the connection to the sensor, it was showing 8 volts. So what I was missing was an 8 volt, meaning that with the cam, crank, and transmission, it's somewhere down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there, that connection. But I had noticed that through my testing, when those 3 sensors were unplugged, I had an 8 volts. But if I plugged any one of them up, it tanked the voltage. which made me think, okay, something's wrong with the sensors, but no, that wasn't the case. The case was the computer, not this one, but the other one, couldn't take that load. It was too much stress on the computer. So I ultimately swapped them, put that computer in, and now it starts up. So just figuring out that was a process, because not only was that the problem, it was the problem, but it was also a problem along with other things. But now to the point to where it starts and runs, and so yeah, now we can start tackling to other stuff. Also like to add that I'm definitely not an expert at this. I mean, hell, I'm in college for automotive technology to work on cars. I mean, I'm learning as I go. I'm using what I learned in class to work on my car and other cars that I have to work on. So I mean, obviously these videos aren't going to be perfect. They're going to be well, new videos. But yeah, I really want to see where I can go with this channel, with this car, what I can learn, and hey man, I'm down for it. So hey, there you go. Go ahead and start it for you guys so you can hear it. I mean, I'll never get tired of it. I mean, I couldn't hear it for a month, more months than I don't know, man. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start it and let you guys hear it. Oh, wait. I just gotta make sure that connection isn't in the way, because last time it went directly into the belt.